Welcome everyone to the Black Ops 1 Pacifist run. We'll be cutting this up into a few parts that'll be released throughout the week. Now, here are the rules. No killing unless absolutely necessary. That's it. That's the only rule, baby. It's Pacifist. What do you expect? Also, just so I'm not stepping on anybody's toes here, this run was completely inspired by Dark Viper AU's Pacifist speedruns. If you want to see something of a similar caliber on a different game, go check out his speedruns, as they're all very well made. Yeah. Alright, enjoy the run, everybody. So we start off the run normally, starting off the game on recruit difficulty, and we find ourselves on Op 40 in the bar with Carlos. Now, we don't have to kill the guy who comes in and grabs us, or the guy messing around with his FAL like a dickhead. And once we're out on the street, we basically just run past all these enemies, and that's it. We do kill, I think, 3 cops. 1, we run over by accident when we're reversing, and 2, we hit during the ramming scene before we fade out. Now, I'm going to count these, but they're unhittable. You can't dodge these people. You have to kill them. There we are. From then, we continue through the compound. I skipped optional takeout scene by just shooting the ground and getting Woods and Bowman to take out the operator of the radio. We then proceed through the compound, mess up this slow time mode where I just turn around and run away and let Woods take care of it. And then we get the Castro. Well, Castro is double if you haven't played the game. And, well, you can't skip it because if you don't fire, he just shoots you on the skull. So you have to basically kill him. So that's +1 on the kill count, which is rough. We then proceed through the mission, letting Bowman and Woods take out whoever they please. We then get to the plane and we start takeoff. And it turns out that you're invincible in this scene, which I honestly didn't know. And after that, we get to the jumping off scene where we have to take out the trucks blocking the runway. Where, if I go through the footage, it looks like about 4 people die in that one little explosion. So, yep. Another 4 people to the kill count. Now captured by the Russians, Mason finds himself in Vorkuta, which is where we find ourselves in this mission. We are with Reznov, a leading character in the previous game. Don't worry about it, it doesn't really matter much to this plot at all. So basically, as we're escaping through the very first part of this mission, we're being chased constantly by one prisoner guard. All we're going to do is run laps around, the monster of Magadan, and by the time the door opens, we can slide in, and we'll be fine. We see Reznov open up the door. Everyone gets mowed down. We run behind a cart full of coal and we push it. And this is where I thought we'd be in big trouble because, those guards, they have pistols and they're running at us. But turns out, if you wait long enough, the MG does not give a fuck and will mow them down as you're just walking along them. So that did save a little bit of casualties for us, at least to cause this run. After that, we find ourselves slingshotting, but you won't be seeing any of that. You'll be seeing currently me running past this truck up a flight of stairs. I do shoot this guy in the head, but he does die naturally, so I'm not counting it. Go fuck yourself. Now, he dies like a few seconds later. I do a sick fucking 2180 on this helicopter, and I take it down. Go me. We then make our way through the armory building, sliding under a great door. Sergey unfortunately passes away. Reznov gets the welder, and I have to kill a few people. And that's unfortunate. You'll see how many people I had to kill at the very end of this little segment at the end of the mission, as I did for the previous Op 40. Yep, so basically it turns out, once you get the minigun, you can just unequip it and run across the field. And thankfully this is recruit difficulty, because fuck doing this on veteran. We can just run along through these trucks and make it to the segment where you get gassed. How cool. We then ride our motorcycles through Vorkuta Gulag. It's not very interesting. I don't really find my gun. It's a cool chase scene, but that's about it. I then drive up along this truck. The gunner has a heart attack and passes away. Unfortunate. And then I stare so violently at my opposing forces. They all just sort of explode. I jump onto the train. Reznov fucking dies or whatever. And that's the mission. Here is the stats of that mission. We then find ourselves in Buccaneer Cosmodrome in the Soviet Union, based around somewhere in Kazakhstan. We are immediately forced to kill a guy with a chroma to the back of the head. I couldn't skip it, and I couldn't find a way to skip it, but I am experimenting at the moment, so maybe we'll have to come back to this later. Now, after that, Woods kicks in the door, and I run past everyone in this building upstairs, where I have to kill 4 new people. So I'm really on a fucking high roller today, baby. I then get on top of a ledge with a crossbow Woods lend me, an explosive bolt crossbow. I then have to kill around 15 people or so with the explosive tube crossbow, which is very demoralizing, especially how this is meant to be a pacifist run, but you know, that's how the cookie crumbles yet again. We then zip line down into Weaver's interrogation room where he's about to be executed, kick a guy in the face, killing him instantly, and I shoot the other 2 because Woods and Bowman won't clear the room until I clear it because they're assholes. I then run by the launch site, running past several dozen enemies or so, utilizing Willy Pete to my advantage, white phosphorus as smoke cover, stunning enemies and causing them to cough, you know, as it is white phosphorus. And I run through all the enemies, and eventually I get to this building, which I have to blow up, which kills 4 more scientists inside. Go me. Despawns all the enemies behind me, and then the rocket starts taking off, so we have to use the Valkyrie 1 launcher, take it down, and then we are in the blasphemous tunnels from the last speedrun I did of this game, which you might or might not have watched. And it kind of goes okay. I die a few times, but I'm still using Willy Pete to my advantage. I'm basically fine, you know? I run through the entire underground base without killing a single person. But when I get to the very last set of doors, Woods and Weaver won't activate the cutscene. So, I didn't know what to do because I didn't want to restart because I've already spent, you know, like 3 hours at this. So, yeah, I thought I kind of just wanted to say that I'm sorry, this speedrun's, it's not really speedrun, sorry, it's more just like a fun run. It's already kind of invalidated by me killing people and skipping a mission in the last 20 seconds of it because I couldn't progress. I tried loading a checkpoint, killing myself, killing allies, killing enemies, and then restarting that run because, you know, it was invalidated because I killed enemies. But, you know, I'm not sure what caused this bug. It's very rare from what I can see. I haven't seen any cases of it happening. So, yeah, this is kind of depressing to say, but we skipped launch, whatever this mission's called. Fuck.